Welcome back, movie fans! Today, we're diving into the world of superheroes and uncovering the scenes that didn't make the final cut. From epic battles to emotional character moments, these deleted scenes offer a fascinating glimpse into what might have been. Was it pacing, tone, or maybe something else entirely? Grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's unravel the mysteries behind these lost superhero scenes. Let's kick things off with Spider-Man Homecoming. Did you know there was a deleted scene that delved deeper into Peter's initial struggles with his newfound abilities? Picture this. Peter, full of excitement and nerves, attempts his first proper web swing through the city, but instead of the effortless grace we see in the finished film, he's a mess. He crashes into trash cans, misjudges distances, and ends up dangling upside down from a streetlight. It's a hilarious, relatable montage of failure that highlights the learning curve Peter faces. So why cut it? In the grand scheme of the film's pacing, it probably felt a little redundant. We already see Peter struggling to control his powers in other scenes, and adding another one might have slowed down the momentum. However, this deleted scene would have been a great addition, showing Peter's determination to overcome his obstacles. Plus, who doesn't love a good superhero blooper reel? Next up we have Avengers Endgame, a film that needs no introduction. But there's a deleted scene that adds another layer of heartache and closure to Tony Stark's arc. After Tony makes the ultimate sacrifice, we see him reunited with his daughter, Morgan, in the Soul World. She's no longer the little girl we saw earlier in the film, but a young woman, played by Catherine Langford. They share a tender moment where Tony expresses his pride and love for his daughter, and she assures him that everything is going to be okay. So why did the Russo brothers decide to leave this scene on the cutting room floor? They felt it disrupted the emotional momentum of the ending. The film builds to that powerful "I am Iron Man" moment, and adding another scene afterwards might have lessened its impact. Endgame is already a long film, and they had to be selective about what stayed and what went. But part of me wishes we could have seen this scene play out. It would have been a beautiful way to say goodbye to Tony Stark and to see him find peace after everything he sacrificed. Now let's talk about Justice League, a film that had its fair share of problems. Amidst the reshoots and studio interference, there was a deleted scene that offered a glimpse into the heart of the Flash's story. The scene features Barry Allen, aka the Flash, using his super speed to save Iris West from a speeding car. It's a classic superhero trope, sure, but it would have established Barry's powers and his connection to Iris in a more meaningful way, so why was it cut? The production of Justice League was notoriously troubled, with significant changes in the film's tone and story. Plus, Justice League already had a lot of characters to juggle, and giving more screen time to Iris might have taken away from the main plot, but this scene would have added some much-needed heart to the film, showing Barry's heroic side and his dedication to protecting the people he cares about. Moving on to Thor Ragnarok, a film that injected a much-needed dose of humor and color into the God of Thunder's story. It's a wild, hilarious ride, but it could have been even wilder with this deleted scene featuring an extended Gladiator battle. Picture this: Thor, stuck on Sakaar and forced to fight in the Grandmaster's arena, faces off against a horde of bizarre and deadly creatures. This scene would have been a visual feast, showcasing the film's unique blend of sci-fi and fantasy. So why was it left on the cutting room floor? Most likely it came down to pacing and tone. Ragnarok is a fast-paced film, and adding another action sequence might have disrupted the flow, but I can't help but wonder what this battle would have looked like on the big screen. Now let's dive into the time-bending world of X-Men Days of Future Past. This film was a complex, action-packed adventure that saw the X-Men team up to prevent a dystopian future. But did you know there was a deleted scene that would have given Rogue a more prominent role? The scene depicts Mystique, Professor X, and Iceman infiltrating a military base to rescue Rogue. So why was it cut? Days of Future Past already had a lot going on, and adding another action sequence might have felt excessive. However, this scene would have been a welcome addition for fans of Rogue, showcasing her powers and importance to the team. It would have given her a chance to use her powers and demonstrate her importance to the team. Next, we journey to Wakanda, the technologically advanced nation at the heart of Black Panther. This film was a cultural phenomenon, praised for its stunning visuals, compelling characters, and powerful message. But there was a deleted scene that explored the complex relationship between Okoye and W'Kabi in even greater depth. The scene takes place after Killmonger takes the throne. Okoye, torn between her duty to the throne and her love for Wakabi, confronts him about his decision to support Killmonger. So, why was it cut? Black Panther already had a lot of characters and storylines to balance, and this scene might have taken away from the main conflict between T'Challa and Killmonger. However, this scene would have added another layer of complexity to their relationship, showing the emotional toll that Killmonger's rise to power takes on Wakanda. It would have been a powerful reminder that even in the face of conflict, love and loyalty can be tested in unexpected ways. Now let's talk about Wonder Woman, a film that broke barriers and inspired audiences around the world. It's a thrilling origin story that showcases Diana's strength, compassion, and unwavering belief in humanity. But did you know there was a deleted scene that gave us more of Etta Candy's wartime adventures? This scene takes place after Diana leaves Themyscira and follows Etta Candy as she leads a mission behind enemy lines. So, why was it cut? Wonder Woman is already a tightly paced film, and adding another action sequence might have taken away from Diana's journey. However, this scene would have been a great addition for fans of Etta Candy, showcasing her skills and her importance to the war effort. It would have been a reminder that you don't need superpowers to be a hero. Sometimes a sharp mind and a daring spirit are just as effective as a magical lasso. Next up, we delve into the gritty and unforgettable world of The Dark Knight. This film is a masterpiece of superhero cinema, exploring themes of chaos, order, and the thin line between good and evil. But did you know there was a deleted scene that provided more insight into the Joker's twisted mind? This scene takes place after the Joker's arrest. We see him in his cell, seemingly defeated, but then he starts to laugh. He pulls out a playing card and uses it to pick the lock on his handcuffs. So why was it cut? The Dark Knight is a masterclass in suspense, and part of what makes the Joker so terrifying is his unpredictability. Showing his escape plan might have lessened the impact of his final confrontation with Batman. But this scene would have been a fascinating glimpse into his psyche, showing that even when he's captured, the Joker is always in control. Now let's talk about Captain America: Civil War, a film that divided the Avengers and left fans reeling. It's a complex and emotionally charged story that explores themes of accountability, loyalty, and the consequences of unchecked power. But did you know there was a deleted scene that delved deeper into Zemo's motivations? This scene takes place before Zemo sets his plan in motion. We see him visiting the Sokovia Accord signing ceremony, witnessing firsthand the world's attempt to control the Avengers. So why was it cut? Civil War already has a lot of characters and plot threads to juggle, and adding another scene might have slowed down the pacing. However, this scene would have added another layer of depth to his character, showing that he's not just a villain with a generic plan. He's a man driven by grief and a desire for revenge. Sometimes, understanding a villain's motivations can be just as compelling as rooting for the hero. Finally, let's blast off to space with Guardians of the Galaxy, a film that proved that even the most obscure Marvel characters can carry a hilarious and heartfelt story. It's a wild ride through the cosmos, filled with memorable characters, catchy tunes, and plenty of laughs. But did you know there was a deleted scene that featured an even more intense showdown between Gamora and Nebula? This scene takes place during the final battle against Ronan the Accuser. Gamora and Nebula, fueled by years of rivalry and resentment, engage in a brutal hand-to-hand fight. So, why was it cut? Guardians of the Galaxy already has a lot of action and humor, and adding another fight scene might have felt excessive. However, this scene would have been a great addition for fans of these characters, showcasing their skills and their complicated relationship. Plus, who doesn't love a good sibling rivalry, especially when it involves laser swords and gravity-defying kicks? So there you have it, folks, 10 superhero scenes that never saw the light of day. It's always fascinating to peek behind the curtain and see what might have been, isn't it? Some of these scenes might have enhanced the films, while others might have disrupted the flow. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more movie insights. See you next time.